Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. Just want to talk to you today about, do you want to feel good? What would it take? What would it take for you to feel better? What do you have to do? You see, how we feel is a product of our mental state, our emotional state, our physical state, and we're the ones who create that. So if you want to change how you feel, you've got to change your state. Earlier today, I woke up real early and I was feeling a bit sluggish. And so I said, I don't feel juiced. I don't feel like Lee. I've got a lot to do today. So what did I do? I took my cold dip in my tub earlier today. And by doing that, I changed my state. I feel alive. Trust me, there's cold in my hands and in my body, but I changed my state. The key thing is, notice wherever you're seated. If you want to change your state, sit erect, throw your shoulders back. By simply doing that, you can change your state. You can change your state by, if you're focusing on what's wrong, focus on what's right. Change where you put your focus. Think of something to be grateful for. Think of something that brings you happiness. If you want to be someone different and have different experiences, the simplest way to do that is to begin right now to act as if it was already done. How would you be physically? What would you think? What would you speak? What would you feel? And you start acting as if you are that person right now. One of the things that I find is that for me to change state, cold tub will do it. Going to the gym will do it. Taking a walk will do it. Meditation will always do it. And sometimes we can't meditate because we're so wound up. Then maybe do something physical to tire us out so that we can meditate, or do some deep breathing. Do some Wim Hof breathing. I love Wim Hof. I do it every day. Every morning I do Wim Hof. First thing I do, even before I go into meditation, I do my Wim Hof breathing. Then I do some energy clearing through breath. And then I sit in stillness for 30 minutes. So I'm setting my state every day because I realize if I don't set my state, something outside of me will do that. And I don't want to be anyone's puppet. I don't want to give my power away. Do you want to give your power away? No, create your own state. You're the power in your life, no one else. So, what are you feeling today? What state are you in right now? Is it an elevated state, or is it a lower vibration state? Realize that you are energy, and the frequency to which you tune yourself creates the experience and the form that energy takes. So praise, be grateful, don't complain, don't gossip. There's differences in energy there. Sandy's out there. I feel excited. Good. There's nothing greater than to feel excited about life. The greatest thing you can do is just say to yourself, I love my life because it's my life. I'm creating my life. Oh my God, my life. I get to create it. Well, I don't like what I created in the past. Well, forget that. Start creating it today. Don't worry about the past. You can't change that. Well, you could. You could rewrite it in your own mind. Tell it a different way. You could tell your past a whole different way. Create a whole new story about your childhood. Create a whole new story about that first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth marriage. Whatever it might be. You can create a different story about your job, about your mom and dad. You see, there's so many ways that we can change our state, but we're stuck with just being stuck. We don't take the action. We don't think we can take the action. Here's a key thing. Try taking some action today. See what happens. Keep taking it. And then when you prove that you can change your state, oh my God, keep doing that. Keep doing that. It's like all of a sudden a task comes before you and you're going, oh my God, that's difficult. That's difficult. Well, wait a second. Go back in your life. When did you have a difficult task and how did you overcome it? How did you succeed? You've always been able to succeed. Why? Because you're alive. If you're alive right now, you've succeeded in your life up till now because you're alive. And there's a great amount of lessons, a great amount of wisdom that comes from how you've lived. You know what to do and you'll know what not to do because you've experimented with life. You've tested life. That's what life is about. It's a playground. Children have it right. Let's go out and play. It's not let's dumb down our minds. And I'm afraid that's what's happening. Too much on social media, too much on the computer. Get out and play. Life is meant to be experienced and play. I tell you what, if you were on the computer, if I was on the computer all the time, I wouldn't have been able to take my cold dip today. I wouldn't have been able to change my state. And yet I took it and I feel great. Here's what I know. It's making my body healthier. People say I'm crazy. Well, if you're saying that he's not normal, therefore he must be crazy, I say I'm crazy as heck. Because I never, ever, 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 ever want to be called normal. Because I am not an average. I am not a statistic. I am uniquely Lee Wallach. And I will continue to evolve that uniqueness that is Lee Wallach. And I will share myself with people who appreciate my uniqueness and who are uniquely expressing themselves as well. Because birds of a feather flock together. That's like energy. Like energies match. Energies that are not like don't match. Don't try to force yourself to be with people that don't vibrate with you. That's just pain. That's like saying, oh, beat me. I guess that's politically incorrect. Guess what? The uniquely doesn't care. Here's what I understand. Only I can hurt my feelings because it's my perception of what I hear and how I hear it that causes me to feel this way or that way. And that's true for everyone. And you have no control over how someone interprets something you say. You can be as kind, as loving, and someone could take it as an attack. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, was I the best me? And if you were, you're just going to go right to sleep. You're not going to care because you did the best you can and you have zero control over what anyone else feels and thinks. You have total responsibility for your state of being. That's enough work for a lifetime. With all the contrast we're experiencing every day, to maintain our state in a highly elevated way, oh, the best, the absolute best. So, act as if you were the person you desire to be. Accept where you are. Do something different to change your state. Make this your best day ever. Until tomorrow, know that you are loved, just like you are, and make it your best day ever. Aloha.